Okay, dokie. The mic is working. The things are all working. The title of the stream is correct too, right? Yes. Okay. And we're off. To mess around with stuff. Again, this is just one of those streams, so it forces me to do something. Sort of streams. Because I've been playing way too much Tears of the Kingdom. I figured it, like, I could have set it up and played it here, but I was like, I want to do stuff. And it's like the second thing is also finishing my Redbubble setup, because that's... Why did I have this pulled up twice? Whatever. Yeah, it's... Or I need to go through and redo that and stuff, but... Again, this is just sort of busy work that is not going to be interesting. And then here... Okay. I think what we're going to do is... kind of remake this in a different scene. To then make... I guess I should pull up what I'm actually working on here. Just to... I guess Instagram. There. Okay, well... I guess the Twitter picture's better. Did it get a like? Oh, this is a... 6? Why 6? That seems like a lot. For my incredibly neutered Instagram, that seems like a lot. I mean, it's just a bummer that I was getting up to like a 30. And then I just posted too many things without a description, and it just killed it. Yeah, 29. I was getting up to like a 30, and then I just murdered my own. Yeah, it's right there. When I started posting without descriptions, and then it just killed it. Just absolutely murdered it. Oh, that has a description. It's somewhere in here that it just sort of... Yeah, here. When I started posting this is when it stopped posting a description, and I just didn't notice that it wasn't posting a description. And it absolutely murdered my Instagram. But I guess it's slowly coming back. But... I got this new smartwatch. It's like, oh, now I got a double buzz. My phone buzzes and my wrist buzzes. And the answer is, I have no clue what it was buzzing about. Unless it was buzzing about a severe storm warning. Which, that would make sense. Because I also got an email that said severe storm warning. And I am working on stuff, surprisingly. I am not playing Tears of the Kingdom, surprisingly. Like I said, we're going to duplicate this, and then I wanna... Oh, this is that layer that... Okay, so what is this then? Okay, that's all in there, so that's probably nothing. Yeah, I don't want to take this and turn it into... there's no good way for me to show off the current version of the game is there. Well, and that's kind of why I'm working on a digital version instead of a... So, new scene. I should have hardly any scenes, right? Yeah, basic 2D built in. And then save this as... Yeah, okay, I don't have hardly any scenes. Good. King Kicker. And then the... Most likely I want to... It is main, not... Okay, good. So spawn can get dragged over easily enough. This grid, I think I kind of want to just take this grid and turn this into a prefab. Well, and these are tile maps. So we're just gonna prefab this. And then this menu, most likely just gonna prefab that. And then... I mean, it's like, why not? Why not just prefab everything? It's not like these child buttons are gonna need like a bunch of... Well, because this is like a basic button, I think. Why is there this odd? Oh, it's an end-turn button specifically. Should just be kind of a button. Well, I guess you can move under UI then. And then y'all can go under the UI as well. So then that means I just need a canvas, slap all this stuff in there, you spawn a grid, and we'll see what that does. Here I am thinking, what the dog doing? And yet I don't know what that's from, so I'm like, do I want to be referencing a thing I don't know? Man, it's always so frustrating when I actually work on something and I get something done and I'm like, I feel good. This feels good. Just start up the stream, get some stuff done. And yet I do this so rarely because I just gotta get sucked into Tears of the Kingdom. I gotta just do nothing. I don't remember the grid space. Okay, wait. Oh, I can look at the little green pluses. And that's how I can cheat my way through. Grid, spawn, and menu. And then the thing is the connections between these. Yeah, okay, these are just tile maps. They're layered in a specific way so that the unit here that is based on the... So now it's going to be all of this stuff. Which the grid, and then the shadow tile map, background tile map, level tile map, checker tile map, edge tile map. Yeah, because that was the other thing, is that I didn't have an idea as to... It's because I was trying to show all of the character abilities at all times, which, come to think of other tactics games, it does not show you the range of every single unit at all times. And it's not something I need to worry about, but the thing is, I also have some of that already, so that I can show it in the future. Game over screen. Oh, because it needs to say who. Wait, the numbers did carry over then, right? Meaning I don't have anything? Should have the recursion. recruits at least. Because I think these are the things that spawn on the board. Yeah, and then what I wanted to do for a king unit is simply do a unit with a couple extra abilities. Or rather, the unit just has abilities. And then abilities are an entirely separate thing. So what does this do? Just let's see what this looks like. What does this do? This should look like nothing because the tile maps are not. Yeah. Okay, let's do like a black or a white. I just hate that cornflower blue. It just says like, oh, this is a basic starter Unity scene. Okay, so now let's go back to the other scene. Setup for this stuff. Yeah, none of these have setup. I mean, these are all already set up here. Oh, it's a menu. And spawn. And then, okay, you're setting yourself to inactive. Okay, but these need to be set up. This. Yeah, these tiles. That's all set up. Because of what I'm trying to do. 5. Oh, that's. I don't think that's dynamic. Unless it is, it should be dynamic. Okay, so there is one recruit. Probably gonna just do like a snip to snag this. And I can look at that as a reference over here. No, stop trying to help. No, stop trying to help. What did I just say? Okay, terrain room tile. Bold highlight tile. Oh, let's set up the buttons. So I was thinking about that. It was the menu. Quit's the main menu. Not a full quit. The quit is fully gets you out of the game. And then return was spawn. Spawn. Return. There we go. Okay, so that should be the menu setup. And then this is spawn. Tile, bold highlight tile. That's level edge, the other one is. Okay, you know what? Let's just go to the other scene and make sure. I was hesitant to apply it, but I'm like, why not? It's all this is. So. Yeah, okay, so this does not pull over, but all this stuff does. Aha, okay, and that's all the stuff that I wanted to pull over. That's all the stuff I was worried about. And then everything else is already. There we go. Okay, so now it should be a replication of the previous scene. Instead, it should be a 5x5. Yeah, technically that I can leave that. And it's basically, it'll just say the movement ability. And did I pull over the lock sprite? I remember making that at one point just to sort of make sprites, but I don't know that I pulled that over. I did. Oh, I have an X and an O. Yeah, because that was move, remove. And then I just made some other random things like a shield. And oh, this is that tiny one though, right? 32 by 32. Well, it looks tiny. Could probably just do this X for now as the locking movement. Yeah, so can I show off the rules? Yeah, there we go. I can show off the rules, but I don't recall why I had to. Okay, so that can go away. Well, I guess technically I could just pull up the rules here. Yeah, here we go. Because I can also just do like a UI text. This is game rules, and then say ta-da. And I want you in the middle for now, probably under a panel. Text. And give it the look. Give it the much bigger, please. 2,000? No, that's a tad too much. So those aren't zeros. There we go. And then switch it. Well, no, I do want it centered, but it's a matter of centering it like such. Not like such, I lied. Like such. There we go. Wait, why? So why does it... It escapes vertically, but it does not escape horizontally. It's just kind of weird to me. Okay, do my typical, give me a panel, black. Yeah, put it under the panel. No, what am I doing? Again, it's the same thing as the game over screen, which is technically a big button. So... you can go... Yeah, just slap it in the middle. And that's the text. Oh, no, that's the... So then here's the text. That will go on the button. And then you can bugger off, because I'm doing this button thing instead. And the sprite is that... oops. Transparent black. Sure. Text is this. Give me my font there, give me my look, and give me my white text. And then blow this up. Well, it's like the text I want to constrain a little bit. Oh, I could just add another. How did I do this then? Well, I had to constrain the text somehow, right? I guess it's because it's so little text, it doesn't matter. This one's a little different, so. Oh, and it should also be that away. And then I guess just do the same thing. Okay, now this is. Yeah, I want it to go off the edges of the screen, and then it's the text here. Separate from the parent, at least somewhat. It's not too bad. It's left and right. There we go. Constrain it to the middle of the screen. And you're another one of those scenarios where it's just do the. When you click this, it removes itself. There we go. It hides itself. And layering wise, you should be on. I think that was on top of everything. Then yeah, I could make the text a little bigger, but it doesn't matter. As long as something shows up right here, right now, that's fine. Oh, let's do the whatchamacallit. If it's not already implemented. The outline on the text. I see my little gnome turn green, and then I'm like, I should fix the dad blasted thing. It's so old, but I haven't messed with it in so long. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, thickness. Okay, so it already has the outline. You just can't see it. Because the text's too small. Okay, but this is just a stopgap anyway. This is not how I would want to actually teach the game. This is just trying to digitize the board game version that's there for now. But then I can make it a little more of a piece or whatever. Okay, so let's play, and let's click this and make sure it goes away. So, bye-bye. Okay. Do I want to disable cards for now? Probably, because those aren't actually going to be... I need to fix that. I need to figure out what in the heck was going on there. Okay, so now I need the king unit. Yeah, it's the thing. It's like I have a good chunk of this stuff implemented. Why is that not blue? Is it because it's units? No, enemy. It should be red. It looks like a black. It doesn't matter. I'm not fixing that right now. I'm not worried about that right now. Also, I could zoom the camera a bit. Like I said, shouldn't this be setting the camera? Or no? Again, I won't worry about it right now. What I will worry about right now is... do I have something I can use as... Okay, well... So, most likely I want just 2 units here, and this is the player 1 king, and then you are the player 2 king. And I can make it blue real quick, like clothes. Yeah, clothes. Just make it straight up blue. There we go. So player 1 is blue, player 2 is red. And then the thing is, they need to be set on the grid. So oh, and then secondarily, can I slap another sprite as a king? It's a crown. Do I want to make a crown? Or do I just want to put something there as a crown for now? I don't want to make a crown. So I should... Yeah, this is a new thing. I should really be busting out whatchamacallit. A sprite. I have a sprite. I should be busting out a sprite to do this. But then, this is the the thing that I'm used to, so do I want to do just straight across? And then do a whoops. And then wherever that point is. That should, yeah, that is the middle, duh. And then here, oops. Yeah, there, and then just do that as a point. And that as a point. Again, this is not final. This is just to slap something together. That's a thick crown. Yeah, nah. Not as thick, please. Oh. I actually want it to fit kind of on the character's head, ideally, so I should get character. Some nice chill music. This. Yeah, let's just do this real quick. Because I can do this, that, this, that, this, that, and then I can go back here and just say, yeah, no, I lied. I'll do that. We'll keep it around. I likely need it at some point, so. And again, I don't mind if it's a cartoonishly large. Okay, I just need the head. So, whack. Okay, crown. Oh yeah, of course I'm easy as the head, but where's the crown? Because there's no body attached to it anymore. So. so now this time I don't know where the middle ones are. Oh, well, that's the middle. So. Again, I did too thick of a crown. So, is that going to show up here? Here. Is that going to show up? No. Because the hair is going to take up so much space that, like, this needs to be a lot bigger. Maybe not a lot bigger. But certainly bigger. Okay, and then I wanted it, like I said, not only for cartoon purposes, but just visual purposes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense to have the rounded bits, but it's just like, I kind of want to do this. Which doesn't make sense either, but again, for cartoon and visibility, that works perfectly fine. Not there. Here, please. And then I don't want... Well, I want to use this yellow, but I want to just make it a white crown in Unity. So that I can slap whatever color I want on it. Is this centered or as centered as it's gonna get? That's as centered as it's gonna get. The head, you're not supposed to be visible at all, and you're supposed to be down here anyway. There. See, now I know it's not a centered crown. So now it's a matter of, do I want to do that? So that it's centered. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, and then... Did I want to add, like, jewels and things? That's true, I have a crown lying around, but I wanted to keep this simple. Okay, we're just gonna make it white. And then I can confuse myself later as to why there's a yellow version that is exactly the same under it, but... and then because I'm just slapping it into Unity. This is sprites. And you can go... Slap that in there. Magic to it. These are all 64? Despite the fact... No. Oh, I did. Okay, so this is a 32 by 32. Those things... I don't need to do any slicing to it or anything. So then here, add a sprite. Wait, just add an empty blank sprite so that I can slap in whatever I want. CR crown. There we go. Its layer needs to be above the hair, so wherever the hair is. Ooh, actually, let's attach it to the hair. So it's face, hair. Yeah, just like the beard and stuff. And then the layering was, so 7? Put it on top? Yes, okay. And now I can reposition it. Yeah, the question is, I want it to match with the pixels. Yeah, I feel like I should do that too. Somewhere in here is the number for... No, it's like 0.016, I think. Yeah, it should be 0.016. Although I think I have it as that because of... I don't think I calculated that. I think I just sort of made a guess at that. Yeah, but if I do 3, 2... that works. And then I moved it up by, like, a lot. Well, then can I just do that? Is that too... Is that too high? Is that too much? It might be, but who knows? And now here, you can also have a crown under hair. Yep, no, under the hair. God balls. Here, under the hair. This is a pretty good, just random SoundCloud pick. I mean, I suppose... Oops. I suppose it is, like game soundtrack stuff. Oh, I forgot to add the color. Shoot. Yeah, the color that I was goofing about here. It's hard to tell with this. It's like, is that The Escapist? Is that Randy James Greer? Is that... There's like one other person that has like a yellow. That's like their branding color. Oh, and that's because you're player 1, and then player 2 should show. There we go. Feels like they should have outlines. Which I think I can do fairly easily by just doing this and that, and then... Okay, let's do Oops. Wait, okay. This, there, this, there, like that. Get rid of that one so that I can make this into... how am I doing outlines? Outline as a script. Outline. And the outline is... Oops. This, and then the actual body part is this. And then shade? Oh, a shade wouldn't matter. Outline really should have a shade though, right? Oh, and you should be black. And you should be under the other thing. How are things going? Pretty good, I'm actually doing something. Stop, I'm doing something! I was doing nothing but Tears of the Kingdom for like days now. And I was like, no, it's Monday, I'm doing a stream where I do something. So here I am doing something. I've been working on a, well, it's actually my game I was working on here a while back. I never really had like an idea of where I wanted to take it in terms of like what the base game was. So recently I was working on a board game that was more of a fixed like, okay, here is the actual rules for the base of the board game. That's not what I wanted. This one. Yeah, here. Where it's like, okay, here are the rules for the game. So now I'm like, okay, well now that I have this board game here, let's re-implement it as a digital version, and then I can add all the extra nonsense that I had in that initial concept. I'm making foundational steps for this, where a lot of this was like, I guess here's a vague biome of something, or... But I think I'm nailing what I, like, I've kind of figured out what I want for the game, so now it's... Oh yeah, I saw your posts. Cool. I never know anymore because Twitter's been dead, and it's the site itself is dying, and then Instagram I killed accidentally, and that's pretty much the only places I post stuff. So follow or unfollowed. I can't follow anybody though, because it has a limit. I'm like, Instagram doesn't. I guess I'm only... Oh, I guess I'm just not on Instagram as much. Or I guess there's just not as many game devs on Instagram, because I'm like, I hit the 5,000 cap fairly recently. Yeah, I was half tempted to just play some Tears of the Kingdom for the stream, but I was like, no, I want to have something to post instead of just like a Twitch clip. I don't mind a Twitch clip, but that I wanted to do something. I wanted to prove to myself I could do something. Okay, and the thing I was doing was wondering why in the heck this is yellow. You are in fact... Okay, so this outline is just not showing up because it's completely transparent. Why would you do that? This outline is still not showing up. It should be the same as this. Well, because this outline is showing up. Is it the material? Outline spray. Ah, it might be the material. Why is it defaulting to the wrong material? It is the material. Okay, there we go. So now the little kings, well, one of the kings, has a crown. And then the other king requires a crown. There we go. What in the heck is... Oh, that's why that was still there, is because for some reason it was in the original. Okay, we're gonna... It's probably here. Why is this here? There we go. So there should be... Now, how did that... Why did that have any effect on the crown? The crown... here. Oh, I wanted to prefab you as well. Yeah, it doesn't need to... Okay, and then this crown prefab I wanted to slap on here. No. Because I wanted to figure out why in the heck this is like this again. Excuse me, I just fixed that problem. Can you stay fixed? Excuse me, I just Excuse me, I just fixed that problem. You, and you, and you. Let's just grab this yellow here. This yellow here. There. Okay. Okay, you're not an outline sprite. We're back to sprites default. There we go. Gee whiz, that took too much brain power. Okay. So you have a crown. You do not have a crown. I lied. You do have a crown. Okay. So now, I want the actual code to replace these things, but... Oh, it's the king is trying to have abilities, but presumably. Music is too loud. Oh shoot! I did forget to. There we go. Yeah, I forgot to bump it down from. There's so many things to mess with on a stream. It's like. God, I think I've been doing this for like 2 years on a somewhat regular basis, and I still... Well, it's like my VTuber's sad, and I've never updated it. I mean, there's a good chunk of streaming that is just... Oh, and it's because I turned down the music to where I'm like, I can hardly hear it. That's fine, right? It does still look pretty loud, actually. Why are you so loud? Yeah, it's just because when gaming, I want the audio a little higher. But it's because I bounce between them. I'm like, I should just do game streams or just do dev streams. But that's not me. I like to bounce between things. I can't focus on any one thing for too long. Well, that's... In terms of creative projects, I tend to bounce around projects. But in terms of like sitting and focusing on a thing, I can sit on and focus on a thing to no problem. Yeah, it's always getting all this like ADHD or like neurodivergent something or other posts on TikTok, and I'm like, that's just not me. I don't have any of those. It's not me. I don't. That's. Okay, I did not fix that problem. But thank you for notifying me that the audio was goofed. Thank you for telling me that I still have not figured out how to stream. Is it because the spawn doesn't have anything? No, the spawn is... Okay. It is you guys complaining, right? Oh, yeah. It is those complaining. Because they still have the card ability. And they still have the... No? I mean, it should have been those guys complaining. What? Why are you done goofed? This is the exact same thing as the at this point now. This should be pretty much the same thing as the other one. I don't want to debug stuff. I wanted to just make stuff. Oh, wait, this is programming. Oh, wait, this is how you make stuff, is you debug stuff. Shoot. Why you do this? Wait. Why are you spawning somebody? Don't spawn as somebody, but... No worries, didn't want to come across as mean, but the audio sorted now. Yeah, okay. I was, like I said, I just forget sometimes that in between doing a game stream and doing a dev stream to adjust the audio. I mean, I don't tend to be as chatty when I'm doing dev stuff, so I don't know that it matters as much whether you can hear my voice or not when I'm not saying anything. Either that or I'm just saying fuck repeatedly as I get more and more confused about why the code doesn't work. I want to know, can you help me here? The recruits, we're clearly having a problem. Recruit. Yeah, and I keep scaring myself too, where I'm like, oh, this is a two-person thing. This is a multiplayer game, and I'm like, I could probably do it as a more roguelike kind of thing too, and then I don't have to do like enemy AI. And then I don't have to do multiplayer. Then I could just crank out content with little characters. Okay, okay, it was this num recruits here. Was telling me how many recruits to make, and the recruits were not adding the stuff correctly, apparently. But this is exactly how the other... Yeah, add allies, add... Wait. This is... Wait, the recruit is the thing that's supposed to be off of the board. What I wanted was an ally and an enemy. And that'll sort of pretend like it's the two kings. They're just not going to be in the right positions. You sucketh. The kings are not even, I guess, I mean, I haven't touched this in like 2 months. I just didn't... Okay, wait. Go back to the other scene, please. Like, exquibs. Scenes. Go back to you. This was not exploding, was it? This was fine? Please tell me this was fine and not exploding. This was exploding. Excuse me. I don't... What was I doing? I have the thing on Instagram that showed me that I had a version that wasn't exploding, and I thought I had left it at that point. But apparently I hadn't. Okay, so this is the exact same thing then. So I just need to figure out what that problem is. I don't want to figure out problems. And that's why I'm doing a stream. Is because I'm I'm forced to. I need to either... I set it up so that I would do something. Okay, so let's... Okay, so what are you complaining about? Highlight ability and evaluate ability? Oh. Okay, this... That's not even the thing. This. Why is this even here? No, I know why it's here, because I pulled this from the other project that has a use for it. That if I ever actually want to make money from game dev, that's how I would do it. Are you gonna... Okay, no, stop. Okay. I'm gonna just pause it immediately so that I can go through apparently a long list of errors. Ah, no, okay, that was the issue. Which is why both of them were broken in the same way. Why does it say false? Huh? I thought about turning off the card stuff. I didn't think I did. Okay, so now if I bring these back, what does that do? How does this explode? Okay, there we go. Now, is this different? Yeah, here. Oh boy. Add listener. That's that's a thing I never really Oh, because the spawn does not actually have, because the spawn doesn't exist. It can't do that. Okay, and like I said, you're not supposed to have abilities right now. Like, that's not... I just wanted to get these... Well, technically I want to get them under the spawn so that they can get positioned on the board. Would you cut that out? Any thoughts on ghost trains? As in, like, the... if we're talking in a game development sense, like Yahtzee, talking about the ghost train ride as a version of a game? Or are we talking like... what is it, Alan something from Rick and Morty who spawns ghost trains? In terms of the ghost train ride as a game design thing, I'm not a huge fan. I haven't played a lot of them because I like this kind of thing, a very systematic game that is, you know, dense and you have to like play, or, you know, like a card game and stuff, but not a, you know, interactive movie. Not as much my thing. In terms of ghost trains as the character from Rick and Morty, I thought that episode was pretty mediocre. But the characters were fun. Okay, okay, you're not the issue then. Because if I turn these off... Yeah, and if we're talking the third shift podcast, I have not caught up. I'm a little behind on that because I spent all weekend doing Tears of the Kingdom. But I definitely have been meaning to. Especially because I saw somebody who was talking about 360 games, and I'm like, ooh, I can talk about just generally the concept of a ghost train. Oh, ghost train ride as in like the theme park thing. Alright, that's... I don't know that I... But... Like a train that is a ghost. Like the, Okay, wait, there was a ghost boss that involved a train in Cuphead, right? Holy balls. Train. Also, why are we talking about ghost trains exactly? I'm not a huge fan of ghosts. Well, it's like the... Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of ghosts. Something that you can't fight, it just kind of menaces you. Yeah, something like The Exorcist. That still unnerves me a little bit when I'm waking up at 3 in the morning. I'm like, some invisible force out to get me. Not my thing. In terms of trains, I like trains. I don't know much about them, but especially after listening to a whole bunch of YouTube videos about like, cars suck. Let's invent trains again. Self-driving cars. Let's invent trains again. I do like trains. I remember one train ride I did when I was younger. I was reading The Hobbit, and the ash from the train got onto the pages, and I'm like, oh no, I'm marking the book here. That was interesting to me. How and why did this break so bad? Okay, but if I got rid of these... Well, in terms of ghost train rides, as in like the, you know, you just ride in a thing and watch stuff happen. It's like a slightly more interactive movie, but I think I like movies. I like having my own screen or like a theater or something where I can get immersed rather than... Yeah, because it's like I never did the... I distinctly remember doing... what is the thing? I did a 4D version. I did a 4D viewing of It Part 2. Yeah, It Part 2. And I distinctly remember they did like a zoom down on the town, and they were tilting the chair left and right. And I'm like, you're just doing an establishing shot of the town. I don't need to be tilted left and right. It was a little too much for me. I like a theme park ride, and I like a movie, but I like them separate. I don't need to... it's too much if it's all at once. I just think it's such a funny concept to hear. A train, and then a ghostly train with a skull face just zooming towards you. I don't know if it would be funny. I think that'd be menacing. I think a train is large, and especially if it's coming towards you. And like I said, ghosts already unnerved me. So. I think I would be a little scared of... It's just like riding around like a car. Like I just have gotten less and less at ease with... Like I've gotten more and more nervous around cars. And just even watching a video of like somebody driving around getting in a car crash in a video game is getting to the point of like... That's... I don't like that. So I think getting menaced by a vehicle with a face would be not fun. I think is that like a Stephen King novel or something like that, where there's like a truck that's trying to drive over somebody and kill them. Here I am like... not doing anything, and I'm like, wait a second, do I have a just chatting? Did I ever make that? Oh, I did make a version of just chatting, but it's not... It's out of date for sure. It doesn't even have the like background. I like that orange background that I have. Yeah, there we go. I should at least update it to that. Not that that's any more interesting. Just have rarely... I've just so rarely chatted with anybody for a long time on stream. It's like maybe one day that'll happen. I could do that as a marathon thing. I could just put it as just chatting and then just see how long I can talk to myself. The answer would probably be not very long, and then just go find random topics. Like ghost trains. Oh, and here I am like, oh, have they done a train horror game? It's like, yeah, duh. They just released Charles... I was like, Charles in Charge? It's not related. Something... Oh yeah, that's massive overdrive. To just chatting with yourself. I feel like some of those... Well, and that's the thing, is like when I watch like a Northernland video, and it's like there is a fair amount, like there's a fair amount of him just going off like for a long time, but there's still that like initial chat, that initial chatter that, or you know, watching a Doug clip, and it's like somebody saying, "Oh hey, can you do this one goofy thing?" And like, you know, half an hour later, the stream is completely busted with video upon video upon video. But it is just hard to pull that from the ether instead of somebody prompting you with something. It's funny how... Well, I think programming is a little more intensive. So trying to... Yeah, because like, why are you busted? Okay, back up to the top. Because this is the recruit. No, wait. That's what I keep going. That's what I keep waffling on. Is you. Yeah, I think the other reason I wanted to do more of a board game and like implement a board game thing is that's like one of the few games that I feel like I could point to and say this is a complete product that you can play and have fun with, instead of this is the start of an idea that you can play and have fun with for 5 minutes. Which I should really dress this one up. Yeah, recently I've been thinking about turning this into like a full roguelike instead of just this board game. Because I feel like that would be somewhat unique, as to instead of like a dungeon, where you're picking up items, you're going around a garden picking up seeds to then make your garden bigger. Ghost Trains is a good topic. It's pretty divisive and engaging. I didn't know that. Well, I fall on the Ghost Trains are intimidating and scary. A lot of people have big opinions on Ghost Trains. I did not know that was something I was supposed to have an opinion on, but that's also the same thing of like somebody asking about the price of milk, and I'm like, I don't pay attention to the... I make enough money that I don't have to pay attention to the price of groceries, and I can just get the same things I get anyway, so... Also milk, I get soy milk and stuff too, so that doesn't really... Or that's like, oh hey, what are your opinions on gas prices? And I'm like, I hardly drive my car, ever, so... I don't know. I've heard that they're going up again, and then everybody's gonna say, oh, the economy's falling apart because gas prices have risen, but I think that's also related to scenarios out in the world as well, but I guess I should get some big opinion on Ghost Trains. Somewhat intimidating. I do like the sound of a train horn, though. Like a distant train horn. That is something I miss from when I was in Colorado. I don't notice it as much here. But yeah, because I'm not a big fan of sudden loud noises. It's like the I think like I should do another horror game. I did like a little bit of the one like run around a maze and get munched on by things, but yeah, no, I remember doing a haunted house where the thing that made me jump the most was just an irregular interval of a car horn. It's like, oh look, there's meat hanging from the ceiling, and oh look, there's a guy with a chainsaw that's gonna kill you, and then oh, there's a car. Dang it, here I am telling what I think is the same story. Which, this is why. Maybe it's a good thing I don't have too many people in chat, because I have already exhausted all of my stories. I guess I could talk about what I did in Tears of the Kingdom, which is just a bunch of shrines, which is like, oh, those are basic physics puzzles and stuff for the most part, but I've always wanted to go to Colorado. I miss it. I miss Colorado. There's a lot of it's a pretty state. There's a lot of different things to see there, and the mountains are a lot bigger and a lot more interesting than the hilly East Coast where I'm at. Yeah, there's a lot of trees here, which is cool, but like, I miss the well, I don't miss the weather. The altitude and the dryness was hell on my nose. Like, I got a lot of bloody noses as a kid growing up in Colorado. Okay, I'm just so distracted. It's probably good, because that means I'm socializing, which is a rare occurrence. But I also kind of wanted to get something done, too. Okay, so this is working. It's because the kings are not attached to the spawn system. So, do I want to spawn kings, or do I want to... Well... Because what I think I want to do is... I've never even been to America. Oh, this is not the person I thought it was, but... No, I think America's... There's a lot of good stuff to see in America. America covers a wide range of stuff. Yeah, because there's forests, there's, you know, kind of the empty middle of the U.S. I guess if we're talking just Americas and stuff too, that's, yeah. You're also doing a great job streaming it, and if you're running out of topics, make stuff up. Yeah. Well, and that's, I had, for a while there, I had the, like, random conversation starters pulled up. Is that here? Somewhere around here, I put, like, a random conversation starters. Oh, duh. Hey, look, it's right there. Although these, I was a little bummed. These were like, do you like to sing out loud when no one else is around? I mean, I do. At least, like, when I'm listening to music. Or if I guess I get a song stuck in my head, but... Yeah, I definitely think I've gotten better at streaming over time. I haven't gotten an audience to go with it, but I think just getting used to talking constantly, I think I've somewhat figured that out. Topics do, like, coming up with random topics, it's a little harder sometimes. And, okay, the question was, can I spawn a unit with multiple abilities, and can I set those abilities? Because that's really what I want to do, is... So this is adding a unit, and then the unit here. I don't think the ability thing is... It is funny that just changing colors can actually do a lot for making things feel visually different. Where it's like, oh, if you just make the character all white and then put black and then put a little orange for the nose, and then suddenly it's a snowman. Yeah, okay, the question is that ability that I'm attaching to the character is, I believe, stuck to the card and not to the character. That's the character. I want this one. So, because this is a set of abilities, and then I still have an Or is this just an ability? Because technically I do want... This might be an ability. Ability text, ability cover, but this is... Oh, but I have it abilities. Wait, that's... Oh, here. I labeled the ability as abilities. But I can just slap another script on here for ability. Man, I keep hearing that thunder in the background. It's like, oh, it's gonna be another storm. Or it's gonna be like yesterday, where it's like, oh, there's heavy rain for all of 10 minutes. Oh, it's gone. It's all clear. Okay, it's this create ability. Yeah, okay. So what I want to do is create... Oh, it's because I want to create a double movement system. Okay, how am I doing the movement system? Is the question. I'll stop asking questions and leave you to your work. It's too complicated for me. I mean, it's, you know, kind of too complicated for me. So, and I made it. I just keep complicating things. A lot of this stuff is I built it once and was like, hey, you know, it's working for now, and then just proceeded to keep working off of it and working off of it. And like, this project is a spin-off of a spin-off at this point. But you are free to ask, you know, whatever questions you want as well. I can try to work on my ability to multitask between working on a thing and making a thing, and also talking about a thing. Well, and I think that's like for doing gaming, I think that's a little easier. I guess it also depends on the game, but I think the yeah, it definitely depends on the game, because I think something like a Super Auto Pets, where it's you can kind of figure out like what to do most of the time, as opposed to something like a I guess Tears of the Kingdom. But I was also thinking of that game that I had a lot of fun with, that I had a lot of fun streaming too. With the Trebums and the cylinder that crushed everything. It wasn't like the cylinder, it was... Ah, now it's gonna bother me. And I guess I could go back through my Instagram and find it, but... Because I did do fan art for it, because I liked the game a lot. Was it that far back? No, that's... No, it was like the end of last year or something. No, that's the start of this year. The Eternal Cylinder? That's what it is, right? The Eternal Cylinder. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, this one I liked a lot. The pacing felt a little off. They threw one too many ideas at it. It didn't actually have it turn into anything, but... Which I felt a little bit with Viewfinder that I just recently finished. Where it felt like a little bit like it just sort of threw a bunch of ideas at the wall and then just called that good. Which made it a lot of fun to play through, but I also like when a game really digs into I don't recall what's going on here, but I'm gonna just copy paste, and that's probably the predicament that happened. That's how I got myself into such a bad predicament, is because of the... Well, I'll just copy paste it. But with Viewfinder versus something like a Portal, I think Portal did a better job of, here's our one mechanic, We're going to thoroughly explore it, as opposed to Viewfinder, which said, here is a new mechanic every level. We're going to teach it to you and then play with it a little bit and then throw it out for something else. Although I say that, and I feel like it just bounced between a bunch of things. But there also were... I guess it's just, I don't know how I would make the puzzles necessarily. What the heck even is this? I don't think I even use amount for anything, right? This is also... Yeah, okay, this is because of the spin-off of the spin-off. No, it's 3 layers deep now, isn't it? Because I had altercation, which is the character generator. And then I had the... what I called an auto. Then I had the Marvel Snap clone. Yeah, then I had the Marvel Snap clone. And now I'm doing this no numbers tactics board game. Which is where this amount here comes from, that other thing. At this point, let's just shave off the stuff. Because I can just go pull this code from old project anyway if I really needed it. And clearly, I don't really need it. Yeah, because that is distinctly what I want to do, is a game with as few visible numbers as possible. Yeah, okay, the effect was that number-based thing. And I was like, no, we're doing no numbers, no types. How many mechanics and things can I pull out of that is the question. Yeah, and I say no visible numbers because technically the board is just... you know, listed out as a grid of numbers, but that is like a 2-dimensional thing as opposed to a number that goes up and down. Like positioning is different than like a health number and a damage number. So yeah, this has been good to sit down and mess with this so that I can finally just kind of say, okay, now we're going to peel off all this extra nonsense from all these other extra projects. Let's say, no, this is the core of the project. It's this simple board game. So... I was doing this, which yeah, and then can I just say this dot target and that'll get me the right thing, but I feel like trains are the only vehicle that has been properly ghostified in popular culture. Well, like I said, I thought Stephen King did a ghost truck, but like you don't see ghost helicopters. No, I suppose that's true. I guess you don't see like a horse and cart. I mean, there are like what, Ichabod Crane? No, is that it? The Headless Horseman. Is that Ichabod Crane? But I would argue that the Headless Horseman is kind of a ghostified vehicle. As in, like, the horse as an older vehicle, essentially. Yeah, there's definitely, like, a weight and a mass and a... I guess an inevitability of a train that would lend itself well to ghostifying. to being menacing. But I guess that's the same sort of thing with like a giant truck or something. It's, I think, tapping into that same sort of inevitability of, let's just say, unthinking, unfeeling, large mass that will crush you. Oh, and then this effect stuff I can also get rid of. We're getting rid of all of this. Yeah, okay. This is old stuff from a different version that I no longer need. Yeah, just like subtract, multiply, divide, add. Yeah, it's because I keep wanting to say, oh, I'm going to add numbers in the future. And I'm like, no, not right now. I don't want to worry about numbers because that just... Let's see, are there any other... Yeah, I guess you don't get ghost boats. No, wait, there's like ghost ships. That's another vehicle. You get the ghost ship. Yeah, in terms of modern vehicles. Yeah, I think there's just been less of a focus on ghosts, too. I think there's just more of a focus on, like, monsters and other things. Oh, affected units, that's... Yeah, okay, that's fine. That stuff can stay there. Yeah, I think it is the bigger the vehicle. As opposed to... No, I take it buses have a lot of ghost variants in media. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's like if you poke around a bit, there's other ghost vehicles. But yeah, I hadn't thought of ghost buses either. Now I'm just thinking of SpongeBob. That's... Yeah, because I don't think... That episode is a little... I don't remember. I don't think it was a ghost bus. Yeah, no, it was just like some person hopped off of the bus to go to their job and then just happened to have a spatula in hand to become Scary Spatula person. I mean, I haven't watched SpongeBob in forever. And yet, I recently did SpongeBob fan art, so... Yeah, there's my Squidward in the void. I still kind of want to mess with this. I still kind of want to finish that series that I started, but... I wanted to do some development. I haven't sat down and done game development in a while. Well, aren't there a lot of ghost planes? Because it's like, you don't... I see like a ghost motorcycle much, or like a ghost jet ski. I don't think I've heard of. I guess you get like plane disappearances, but I don't know if there's as many ghost planes. Because I was wondering if it was also the like number of people per vehicle, where it's like, okay, a large ship has stories, ghost stories. A train has a lot of people. A bus has a fair amount of people on it. But something like a helicopter does not have as many. Or like I said, like a jet ski. Ghost jet ski. I don't think it's been a thing because... Oh yeah, actually ghost ships are a good shout. Yeah, like I said, I think... My theory now is possibly related to the number of people per vehicle, so... But I don't think there's been as many ghost plane stories. Okay, I was just trimming code. The reason I was trimming the code was because I am dumb, and I want to appear less dumb. I don't think I will become less dumb, but... Okay, why do you not have your movement ability anymore? I don't... Wow, that... No, that thunder picked up on the mic the other day. Wait, I never... Is my... Yeah, because I'm like, I don't think I ever sent my... I don't think I exported my last stream of Viewfinder. Hopefully it's still on Twitch. That was less than a week ago. Okay, I will do that later, but I need to remember to do that. And I didn't remember to do that. I want to export it. Now that I know that that's a feature, which I'm so bummed that I did not know about that before, because I'm like, oh, there's my whole entire Outer Wilds playthrough that I could have exported had I known about it, but now I just have a couple of clips. But at least I got some good clips of the stream, but still a bummer that I don't have the full thing. Okay, wait, I could look at my YouTube real quick. My other VODs channel, or at least what has become my VODs channel. Yeah, 9 days ago. I haven't dumped my last Viewfinder stream. Oh, let's leave this here then. That'll remind me that I need to dump my last Viewfinder stream. So, the question I was having is here, can I set my own ability, or is it just random? And now with that, here, create ability with these, this. There we go. So now I can create an ability. Okay, so then if I guess initial ability or something. Oh, it did the double buzz. Because now that I have a smartwatch, it's like, ooh, it's a double buzz. What's the important thing I should be wary of? And the answer is I have absolutely no clue. Oh, somebody new followed me on Instagram. It's yet another bot. Okay. Well, what it should be is the spawn when it makes a unit. So the add unit. Wherever add unit is. Yeah, here. Okay, here. Yeah, I just don't know all that much, like, ghost media in general, even. I think the last ghost-related thing I saw was, the Guillermo del Toro box of curiosity, or curiosity. It's like, wait, curiosity box is some other YouTube thing. Or is, no, wait. So, Del Toro's box. Of, thought it was curiosities. Cabinet of Curiosity. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities. That's what it was. Yeah, the last one of the Cabinet of Curiosities. I think was the last ghost story that I experienced. Ghosts are too spoopy for me. Because it's not something you can do anything about. You just get menaced by a ghost until they get what they want from you. Okay. The adding a unit here. Yeah, it makes the unit, and the unit is the one that makes the ability. Or is it just the ability creates itself at the beginning. No, wait, this... Okay, so is this attached to... Oh, yeah, I loved that. Oh, the Cabinet of Curiosities. I thought a fair amount of them were, a lot of them were kind of okay. There were a couple that I really liked. The like, I think it was sort of 70s vibe one with the, like, alien rock that just sort of kills a lot of people and then runs off into the city. I thought that one was pretty good. And then the one that I really liked was the body swapping one with, like, the alien inside of a person. That was the one I really liked. But I think there was a lot of other mediocre ones. Like that initial one that was like, oh, Guillermo del Toro wrote this. And then it was about, like, oh, here's a demon and it kills people and that's the end. I think that one disappointed me because they actually did set up a fair amount of interesting character traits for people and then just forgot about it. It was like, oh, yeah. Those two were your favorites also. I think, yeah, they were the strongest. I kind of liked that one rat one too. But that one was, I think it fell on the sillier side, but the witch house one was so hard to watch. The, yeah, I was a little disappointed with the, Lovecraft ones, because I've read those stories too. Yeah, like they added a bunch of extra nonsense to the Pikmin's model one that was like, it didn't really need to be there. They could have just ended it before. Yeah, because it was like the creature comes out of the thing, and I'm like, that's where you cut it off. That was the good place to cut it off. It's like, oh, the things that he's seeing are actually real. But then they're like, no, and then his wife went blind or something. It's like, oh, you just added nonsense that wasn't there. I thought the witch house one I thought was okay, if I remember correctly, but I've seen a lot of negative. A lot of people were really negative about that one, and I was like, I don't really remember the story it was based off of much either. The question was the abilities here. Well, now I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of Cabinet of Curiosities. Is there going to be more? Because it's not too far out from October. Cabinet. Oh, I see flashes. I see lightning going off in the back. It unironically sent me to sleep. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, was there... Is there gonna be a second one? It concluded on... Wait, this is... Oh, concluded February 16th, 2022, and then 2022 is when they aired it. And then is there gonna be a season 2? Like, I wouldn't mind a season 2. I like anthology stuff a lot. Like, I actually fell asleep watching that episode. Well, what is it? It's called Dreams in the Witch House, so... You did the right thing. That's how you're supposed to... You're supposed to fall asleep. Dream about a witch house. Says nothing about a season 2. I like anthology series, man. They never last either. It's like, you can do anything you want with an anthology series, but I guess I haven't watched American Horror Story. I know that one's... exactly, and I think I did. Well, like I said, you did it right then. You dreamed about a witch house. So, season 2. Oh, this is from right after the fact. It sounds like a no. But... yeah, I would have loved to seen more. Why is this the related? Okay. As of October 28th, as of immediately after the fact, but. So no, they haven't said anything. Which, seeing how October's not too far away, I would assume no, but. I don't like American Horror Story, to be honest. I never saw it. I'm not huge. Man, it's one of those things where I'm like, well, I'm not huge into horror, and yet I'm like, I think I've watched all of the Evil Deads except for the show. I still want to watch the show too. And there is a fair amount of stuff like, oh, Barbarian is really good. I like Barbarian. And oh, what was the other one? There was another. Oh, I didn't like it as much, but the Smile I thought was still kind of fun. I have watched some horror stuff, but it's not my go-to. Gotta be in the right mood for it, for sure. This does not seem to say. July 16th, okay. But there is some good news, okay. So, no, they haven't announced anything, but hopefully. Which, yeah, I hope. I like anthology series. Well, it's funny. It's the fact that that American Horror Story is an anthology that makes me somewhat interested in it, but I don't know. It looked well, and I think they have like a Twilight Zone, right? Twilight Zone is entirely the kind of thing that I would want to